Hey everyone, thank you for checking out A1 Math, and today we're looking at solving a system of equations using the elimination method. Okay, so to do the elimination method is very simple. All you want to do is line up your like terms and add and subtract. Make sure that one's positive and one's negative so they can cancel out. Once you solve one variable, you'll be able to plug in to solve the other variable. Let's take a look at the first example. Here we got 3x minus 9y equal 21 over by negative 3x plus 6y equal negative 6. Okay, so we can see right away that the 3x and the negative 3x will cancel out if we add. So 3x and negative 3x will turn into 0. Next you have negative 9y plus 6y. That's going to be negative 3y. Okay, and last we've got 21 plus a negative 6, which is going to be a positive 15. Now we go ahead and solve the one-step equation from here, and y is equal to negative 5. So once we get here, we're halfway there. All we have to do is take the negative 5 and plug it back in to solve for x. And you could pick either one of these two equations to plug in. I chose the 3x minus 9y equal 21. Alright, next I'll take the negative 9 and negative 5, multiply to get a positive 45. I'll bring down my 21 and bring down my 3x. Now I'm going to subtract the 45 on both sides. And that's going to give me 3x is equal to 24. Now divide by 3. Actually, this is negative 24. That's going to give me a negative 8. So my x coordinate is negative 8 and my y coordinate is negative 5. Now, it doesn't always come out that simple, where you already have your negative and your positive, and they're the same terms, that one's positive, one's negative. Sometimes you have to make it that way. And what we could do is to multiply each term in our equation so that it comes out similar to this. So take a look at number 2. Now, we've got these two 10x, and they would cancel each other out if one was negative. So we want to change this to negative here. But in order to do that, I have to multiply that negative times each one of these terms. Okay, when that's done, you have a negative times 10x. Well, I'm going to rewrite this first equation first. So I get 10x plus 3y is equal to negative 29. Negative times this will be negative 10x. Negative times 4y is going to make this a negative 4y. And negative times negative 29 will make this a this is supposed to be 22. So that'll make this a positive 22. Now, I'm going to take the 10x and combine these like terms here. That's going to get a 0 got 3y and negative 4y. That'll get us negative y. Here, negative 29 and positive 22 is going to get us a negative 7. If we divide by negative 1, then y is equal to a positive 7. Now we're halfway there. We're going to take the 7 and plug it back into our equation. So now I'm going to take it and plug it into the 10x plus 3y is equal to negative 29. Alright, that's what it is. 10x plus 21 is equal to negative 29. You'll subtract 21 on both sides. And 10x is equal to a negative 50. And then we're going to divide by 10. And x is equal to a negative 5. So here's our x. Here's our y. Okay. So that's what you do when you don't have two opposite, the same terms, but they're not positive and negative. You just multiply one equation by a negative 1, and that'll get you what you need. Now, in this next problem, it's a little different. We don't have similar terms here, but we can make it be similar. If you take a look here, this negative 7, if we multiply it by 2, would be negative 14y, which is what we need. So to do that, I'm going to do the same thing I did with the negative 1 and multiply it by a positive 2. But just like the negative 1, I got to multiply it against each term. So I'm going to rewrite my first equation. And then write my new equation multiplied by 2. So 2 times 5 is going to be 10x. 2 times 7, negative 7, gives us the negative 14y we need. And then 2 times 12 be 24. Now we do the same thing we did in number 1 and number 2. We're going to add our like terms here. 10 minus 2 is going to get 8x. These terms cancel out, and negative 16 and 24 adds up to be 8. Now if I divide by 8 here, x is equal to 1. So now I'm halfway there. Just need to take the 1 and plug it back into my equation up here. Okay, so I'm going to take the x and plug it into the first one. And you could plug it into either one of these, but I just picked the first one. Negative 2 times 1 plus 14y is equal to negative 16. Now, here's something to keep in mind. Since we solved for x, we're going to plug back in for x. Don't make the mistake of plug back in for y. All right, this is going to give me a negative 2 plus 14y is equal to negative 16. I'm going to add the 2 on both sides. Now give me a 14y is equal to a negative 14. And divide by 14. And y is equal to negative 1. Let's do one more example. Okay, number 4 is similar to number 3, and the fact that we need to multiply one of the equations to get it up to the level where we can subtract and cancel out. In other words, eliminate one of our variables. So I'm gonna multiply this one, and it's not always 2, it just happens to be 2 here. We're gonna multiply this by 2. So 2 times negative 6 gives us a negative 12. So I'm going to rewrite my next term, which is 12x, on my first equation, minus 5y is equal to negative 15. 2 times negative 6x is negative 12x. 2 times 3 is 6y, and 2 times 9 is going to be 18. All right, this will cancel out. 6y plus negative 5y is going to be y. And negative 15 and 18 is going to be 3. So our y is equal to 3. Okay. And now we'll take the y and plug it back into our equation. And I just happen to pick the first equation again. Got 12x minus 5 times 3 is equal to negative 15. Okay. 12x minus 15 is equal to negative 15. And we add 15 on both sides. The 12x is equal to 0. Divide by 12. And x is equal to 0. Okay. And so our x value here is going to be 0. Y value is 3. And if you ever want to double check any of these, all you have to do is take each one of these values and plug them into the equation and see if you get what it's equal to. Now again, this is a system of equations solving by elimination. Again, thank you for checking out A1 Math, and have a nice day.